Harry and Meghan are leaving the palace to become financially independent.
It's so funny you keep saying Meghan Markle, you know it's Sussex.
Everyone says they don't have time to make homemade meals, but if you just have 3 nannies, 2 butlers, a housekeeper, a driver, and a full-time personal assistant, you have all the time in the world. Stop making excuses and start moving snacks from one bag to another.
And of course, our focaccia bread isn't complete without our flour sprinkles. Flour sprinkles! You know you've made it when you've acquired a huge fan base of bullies. Hashtag Sussex Squad.
They wanted to know how brown the baby was gonna be.
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
That's not racist. Even black people wanna know how brown the baby gonna be.
Know something's up when an award show opens with that kind of silence. Not the respectful kind, the kind that's thick, heavy, awkward, where everyone knows what's about to go down, but no one's ready to breathe. Kevin Hart, just minutes into his BET Awards set, drops a couple zingers, hits Diddy, throws a dagger at Kanye. Classic Kevin. The crowd's eating it up. But then, oh then, he pauses just a flick of the eyes off stage, a twitch of a smirk he never finishes, and boom, the whole room freezes, like someone pulled the fire alarm on the energy.
The girl that looked like she won a pageant every day? You won every day? Oh, here come Michelle. Here come Miss America.
He's already taken shots at hip-hop royalty, but that glance, that breath, something was coming. Everyone felt it. Kevin doesn't even say her name. No punchline, no setup, just a beat, a flicker. Then he pivots, like hard, too smooth, too fast. The rhythm dies, and you can almost hear the collective wait. What just happened?
Before I watched it, I was not a fan of theirs, but now I've actually heard their side of the story. I hate them.
Then, in the midst of that odd air, someone booed. Soft, almost accidental, but it hit. Watch the tape closely. It's there. That tiny boo, it was the spark. In the show, it looked like nothing. On camera, it barely registered. But backstage, that nothing turned into a full-blown situation.
If you haven't seen the documentary, lucky you.
And you see, this is what happens when you bring the first black woman into the royal family. Yeah.
Word on the street, Kevin's monologue had Meghan Markle's name in it, like actually there. A whole line about wine, royalty, and delusions that sparkle like rosé. But when it came time to hit the teleprompter, gone, scrubbed, vanished. And oh, fans noticed, by midnight, social media was doing backflips. Pixelated clips, audio slowed to a crawl, mouth-reading madness. Did he say Meghan Merlot? Did someone in the front row whisper, he skipped it? Theories? Endless. Theories with views? Even more. Now, the question wasn't, did Kevin roast Meghan? It was, why didn't he? And that was even juicier.
Reopen British markets for American companies. All that Britain demands in return is that we keep these two.
No! I refuse! I'm sick of it!
By dawn, it was wildfire. Meghan Markle, trending, but not because she got roasted, because she escaped the roast. Or did she? That mystery was gold. TikTok detectives zoomed in, slowed it down, added fake subtitles. One clip alone hit 100K views in hours. A joke they cut, it claimed. Watch at 0:23, everyone suddenly became a forensic lip reader. And then the hashtag, Hart vs Markle, game on. Some people joked Meghan must pay to dodge the punchline. Others were straight up furious. Censorship, they screamed. BT bow down.
My name is Meghan Sussex now. Call me Meghan Markle one more time, Mindy Kaling.
And while the internet chewed on the conspiracy, Meghan's team allegedly hit panic mode, like full-blown lockdown. A code red at 4 a.m. Cali time. No tweets, no statements, no clapbacks, just silence, and honey, silence is gasoline. Because when you don't deny it, people invent it. Someone even AI faked the missing joke. Meghan's wine is just like her titles, expired, obvious failure, but people didn't care. It felt real. And that's all that mattered. Then came the BET YouTube upload. And girl, guess what was missing? That exact moment. Jump cut, scene erased. The cover-up just made things spicier. Meghan wasn't even mentioned, but somehow she was everywhere. The ghost of a joke became the headline.
Welcome to my garden. Well, it's not my garden, it's a set actually, but welcome to my set.
Comedians started catching wind. They were done playing nice. By mid-morning, Meghan's camp tried to plug the leak. A source drops a denial in People Mag super polite, scrubbed clean by lawyers. Kevin Hart made no jokes about Meghan Markle. Rumors are false. Yeah, no one was buying it. Now it really looked like a cover-up. TikToks were being flagged, YouTube clips started vanishing, but instead of killing the story, it supercharged it. Viewers turned into digital hoarders, saving, watermarking, reposting. The deleted clip became a trophy. Meanwhile, comedians were like, you cut one Meghan joke, 10 more pop up.
Any type of flower arranging is just telling a story. What story do you want to tell? Maybe leave the country. Maybe disown your dad. Be creative with it.
The Streisand effect, baby. One comic posted, shoulda let Kevin say it. Now the entire world thinks he did. Inside Meghan's PR bubble, panic turned into spin. Suddenly, she's all about philanthropy. Megs is focused on helping others, they whispered. Yeah, right. No one was buying that, not after years of PR perfection. Then, boom, a former producer from her Spotify days throws shade, posts the viral clip with one word, oops. That's it, one word, and it burned. Now the question wasn't did Kevin have a joke, it was who stopped it? Meghan, her people, BET? And just like that, Meghan wasn't dodging one punchline, she was starring in dozens. New York stand-ups were already cracking lines. Meghan's rose pairs well with public sympathy, both dry, both fake, ouch.
Hey, lowly cameraman, come over here and try some fried chicken. Try the fried chicken. Try the fried chicken. We need to make it look like I actually care about my camera crew. Come get some fried chicken. Act like you're having fun. Act like you're having fun.
I want my home to feel welcoming. Do you feel welcome? Does my soundstage welcome you? Mindy and I are such great friends, like besties. Like, I love her. Like, she doesn't know my name, but we're best friends.
Crowd goes wild, a few gasps, someone even mutters too soon, and that phone recording, viral instantly. Comedians all over start remixing it, adding their spin. Meghan wasn't a Duchess anymore, she was material. Colin Jost didn't hold back. New UK trade deal, he smirks. We give them Harry and Meghan. Boom, the laughs were real. Then John Mulaney joins the fray. I thought Harry left the royals for love. Nah, he just hates ceremony and maybe sobriety. He never said her name. He didn't have to. Everyone knew, and that was the point. It wasn't about accuracy anymore, it was about momentum. Meghan was the punchline now.
Ginger Royal meets fit American actress. She then discovers that everything is so unfair. He then discovers that racism is actually a bad thing.
For years, no one dared touch Meghan. Too risky, too controversial. But now, gloves were off. Audiences booed. Comedians joked. Kevin Hart's silence said everything. It cracked open the floodgates. Now she was in everyone's act. LA, New York, Toronto, open mics lit up. Not from hate, from hype. The joke had been censored, so now everyone wanted to own it. Even The Daily Show was allegedly kicking around Sussex jokes in their Monday pitch meeting. No more off limits. Meghan was now fair game. And whether Kevin ever had a real joke doesn't matter, because now there are dozens, and they're getting louder.
They were complaining that to pay for their own security. They were not happy about that. Yeah, they were very worried about their safety, which I get that aspect of things. After 6 episodes, I wanted to attack them.
And while comedians in America were having a field day with Meghan jokes over in London, oh baby, the vibe was ice cold. The tabloids didn't waste a second. The Daily Mail ran a front page with the headline, Duchess of Drama, Why Meghan's PR Machine is Spiraling. Sharp, brutal, and not the least bit subtle. And then the Telegraph stepped in. When laughter turns to pity, public sentiment becomes irreversible. Ouch, that one stung. It wasn't funny anymore, it was fatal. And you know who didn't say a single word? Kensington Palace. Not William, not Kate, not even a no comment. Total radio silence. And in royal speak, that is the comment. Behind closed doors, royal aides were reportedly scrambling, emergency meetings, PR briefings, not because they were defending Meghan, please, but because the entire Sussex circus was starting to smell like rot. The kind of rot that drips into global perception.
And you see, this is what happens when you bring the first black woman into the royal family. Yeah. She looked at Harry and she's like, you need to get a job. You need a job.
You need a job. That's what one morning show host blurted out, like live. And polls? Don't even ask. Confidence in Harry and Meghan was plummeting. And it wasn't the old school royals turning against them. It was the young crowd, the ones who were supposed to be their people, millennials, Gen Z, the woke warriors. Now they're laughing, and not in a with you kind of way, but the dagger. Oh, the dagger came from a former palace staffer, anonymous of course. They said Meghan spent years building her brand around control, but the moment she became a meme, that control vanished. That line, it echoed, because when you go from icon to inside joke, the power disappears. And if the palace doesn't see you as a threat anymore, guess what? They stop protecting you. No more royal buffer, no more press shielding, just drift. And what's worse, Meghan's Hollywood allies started disappearing too, one by one, quietly.
It's so funny too that you keep calling me Meghan. You know, it's Megan now. People were saying meh. It's not meh. It's pronounced me. The H is silent.
Behind those polished Beverly Hills doors, brands started holding crisis calls. Meghan wasn't just a person anymore. She was a liability, a brand risk. And that's the most dangerous label you can get in luxury P. Netflix execs? Already shaken after that Rose launch stunt turned into meme fuel, now with comedians roasting her, they were nervous. And it wasn't just Netflix. Word leaked that one of Meghan's major sponsors, linked to her fragrance line, put everything on hold. Not canceled, just paused quietly. No press release, no drama, just frozen contracts. Others followed. A fashion house pulled her name from upcoming press kits. Influencer briefings halted. Instagram rollouts scrubbed. Reason? Too much noise. Too much heat. Too much Meghan. And here's the kicker. The memes weren't even the problem anymore. It was the momentum. Bad press? She could handle that. But becoming a punchline? That's when the industry turns its back for real.
Does Meghan Markle make her own pretzel bags? They don't know why.
That's interesting. She takes it from one bag and puts it in another bag.
Another bag.
And that confuses people.
Then came the dagger twist. Tyler Perry. The man who gave Meghan and Harry his mansion, who let them hide away from the world. He's on the red carpet. Reporter tosses a softball. What do you think about resilience? Tyler smiles, nods, talks about strong women, but never says her name. Not even once. Not once. Everyone felt that. Then Oprah, not a peep. This is the woman who gave Meghan her most iconic interview, the one that made her voice global. Nothing. And Serena Williams posts her 4th of July pics. Meghan's not in a single frame, not even a cameo, which wouldn't be weird, except Meghan used to be in every milestone moment. Now, she's erased. Sources whispered it's not personal, it's survival. No one wants to get splashed when the ship goes down. Meghan's brand wasn't just sinking, it was pulling lifeboats down with it. Even stylists and photographers started quietly cutting ties. One deleted all her old Meghan shoots off Instagram. Just gone, silent retreats. No shade, no drama, just cold, calculated distance. And the result? Isolation. Not exile, not scandal, but the kind of silence that makes you wonder, did we just move on without her? Because in Hollywood, omission is worse than criticism. It's erasure. And Meghan, she was fading fast. But her team wasn't giving up. Oh no, they weren't letting her disappear without a fight. The panic call started just after sunrise. TikToks, the PR teams in full spin mode, clips, comedy reels, TikToks. They couldn't stop the spiral. It was too loud, too fast, and way too viral. That's when someone on her team dropped the nuclear option. We need a redemption arc. Cue the pivot. Emails flew, PowerPoints loaded, crisis consultants briefed her inner circle. One name kept popping up in those calls, Judy Smith. Yes, that Judy. The real-life Olivia Pope, when her name gets floated, it means it's bad. Whether Judy joined or not, doesn't matter. The rumor alone said it all. Meghan wasn't trying to ride out the roast, she was planning a reboot, and fast. The strategy? Classic. Step 1, humanize the brand. Cue motherhood, mental health, vulnerability. Picture this, dim lights, tearful interview. Meghan whispering, I was never trying to hurt anyone. Step 2, outshine the scandal. How? Global charity tour. Solo. No Harry, no royalty drama. Just Meghan in full humanitarian glow. Hugging kids, visiting food banks, making headlines so heartwarming they'd guilt the internet into silence. Step 3, the podcast. Surprise bonus episode. Address the comedy chaos with grace, no anger. Just carefully written lines like, if laughing at me brings people joy, maybe I can learn to laugh too. Sweet. Measured, market tested. But here's the problem. No redemption arc works if the public's done listening. And Meghan's audience, they were tapped out. Still, her PR machine hit go. Photo shoots arranged, talking points prepped. Her comeback locked and loaded. But then, Bam. But the poll dropped. Approval rating, 29%. A collapse. That's not a dip. That's a free fall. The fairy tale was unraveling thread by thread. And then, like fate has a twisted sense of humor, came the worst timing ever, the keynote. Yup, that one last massive public appearance already booked, scheduled, and locked in. No backing out, no postponing, no hiding. Meghan Markle was set to take the stage next week at a high-profile Beverly Hills charity gala. Childhood literacy, black tie, elite crowd, all eyes on her. It's not just another speaking gig, it's the test, and every single person knows it. There's no hiding in a live room, not anymore, because this isn't a controlled podcast drop. It's not an Instagram photo with soft filters and flattering captions. This is real, unpredictable, and audiences, they've changed. Her team knows it. Oh, they feel it. They've spent the past 48 hours running simulations. What if she gets booed again? What if someone walks out? What if only the front row claps? They've even been working with the event staff to coordinate applause cues. You heard that right, coordinated applause. But here's the ugly truth. You can't rehearse public opinion, and you can't force a comeback. Not if the room doesn't want it. Some insiders are even hoping she breaks down on stage. Like actually breaks. A tear, a tremble, something real, because at least then people might believe she's human again. That's how far things have slipped. From Duchess to disruptor to punchline and maybe, just maybe, to redemption. No one knows yet, but this speech, it's not just a gala moment. It's the last mic that matters. One room, one audience, one more shot to flip the script. Because Meghan's not fighting headlines anymore. She's fighting apathy. And let's be real, if that room goes quiet, if that same suffocating silence creeps in again, it won't feel royal this time. It'll feel like judgment. So here we are, the stage is set. Meghan Markle, one mic, one chance. Will the crowd cheer? Will they boo? Or worse, will they just sit there? Because in 2025, silence doesn't just say something, it says everything. Drop your thoughts below. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because whatever happens next, you won't believe how it ends.